Hello friend, welcome back to my new lecture on event handling. So I will discuss about event handling in AWT. Basically it is all about the listener classes, and I will discussing here button event and action listener. So in the next class we will discuss all other event handling classes and functions also. So basically for button, we implement action listener. So action listener interface is required for the button handling, button event. So we have given here this line class my button listener. So this is the name of class, this is user defined class, and implement action listener. Action listener is the interface which is required to implement while doing the button events. So an interface, basically, the interface is a group of methods that must be supplied, and in interface we define the prototype of the different function which is used in the derived classes. So when you say implements, you are promising to supply those methods. Means the method prototype which is defined inside the interface, that is implemented, and means we are supplying these methods to derived class. So this is all about the listener. This is all about the interface action listener. So now I am coming on the program. Uh, this is the simple prototype, and this is the syntax of the button listener. So we have been this button one. This is a single button we have given here. So when we will execute the program, we'll write here init public void init, and inside init we'll write b1 dot add action listener, and inside the bracket, inside the argument, we will write new button and new my button listener. So you will see this line on the with the help of the program, complete program, and this is the class my button listener. This is class my button listener. This is the user defined class, and this is implemented by the action listener. So here we have to write action perform function. So I will explain this action listener by the complete program. So better it will be better to explain this program, this concept by the program. So you can see here we have been this class button, public class button, and it is extended by the applet. So we are using the help of applet. So here the class button one is extended by the applet, and we are writing here implement action listener. So we have three button b1, b2, and b3 are three button, and we have been init function. So inside the button class, we are running init function. Init means just like a constructor function. And inside this init function, we have three different buttons: red, green, and blue. So these three buttons are defined here. B1 equals to new button red, B2 equals to new button green, and B3 equals to new button blue. So first of all, we add action listener to each button. With each button, we will having one action listener. So b1 dot add action listener, b2 dot add action listener, and b3 dot add action listener. So b1, b2, and b3 are three button, or we are adding here add action listener. This why we are adding here this, because the same class is implemented by the action listener. So that's why we have written here this keyword. This means the object which is defined inside the class. Means suppose this is the button one class, and we are defining the object of same class inside the class. So by with help of this keyword. So this is the object of this button class, and button class is the implemented by the action listener. Means button one is the action listener class. So that's why we have written here add action listener. So with all three buttons we have added the action listener, and now we are adding but these three buttons in this button one class, means in this applet. So button one is applet also, button one is action listener also, because of we are implementing button one by action listener, as well as we are extending button one by applet. So we are adding button one b1, b2, and b3 with applet also. and these three buttons are associated with the action listener also. So it means button 1, button 2 and button 3 will fill the event. Means suppose we are clicking on the button 1, then it will fill the event, it will fill the double click over the button 1. So you can see here the next program. In case of the button event, in case of the action listener, we we have to use action perform function, public void action perform action event AE. So this is compulsory in case of the action listener. When we are using here action listener, then we'll use public void action perform. Or in case of item listener, or in case of the mouse listener, so we'll write here, in case of mouse listener, we'll write here public void mouse moved, mouse double clicked, mouse released. So different mouse related function we'll write here. So in this case, in case of the action listener, we'll use public void. It's the single function that was public void action perform, and this is applet program. That's why we have written here applet code button one underscore dot class and its width and height. So this button one example, this will be compiled and this will be converted into class file. So when we will execute it on applet viewer, then it will read this button one dot class, because this Java file basically it was button one dot Java. When we will compile it, it will convert it into button one dot class. So the button one dot class will be used in applet viewer or in browser. So also we'll write here import java.awt, because this is AWT program. Button class comes under AWT, and import java.awt.event action listener comes under event package, and import java.applet, because we are using here applet. So now coming on the action perform, and the argument of action performed is action event AE. Like public void main, we have the argument graphics G, and public static void main, we have the argument string ARGL. Same way we have the argument action event AE in case of the action performed. So here we have defined the object S. We have taken object class, its object is S. So S equals to AE dot get source. So AE means action event. So action event, the object of action event is AE dot get source. So we are getting the source of the event. As we have double click, then it will record that event also. Then in the next line we have written here, if S equals to B1, means as this is object. So the activity which we have done on button, that will be transferred to S, and S equals to B1. Suppose we have clicked on, suppose we have clicked on B1. So the event, suppose we have clicked on B1 button. So the action event will record AE dot get source will record B1, and B1 will be transferred on S. So if B1 equals to B1, means S having B1, and we are comparing S with the B1, then set background color dot red, because the name of button one is red, so it will convert its background, set background of the skin will convert it into red, as the name of the button is red, and background will be converted into red color, set background color dot red. And else if S is double equals to S equals to B2. So suppose we have clicked on B2 button, and get source has recorded B2 is transferred on S means B2 equals to B2. Then in that case set background color dot green. So second button is green button. So automatically the color set background will convert the color into green. And otherwise else we have written here set background color dot blue. Otherwise we have press the third button, blue button. So it will convert the background color dot blue. So this is the action perform function, and this action perform function is we will write this action perform function in case of the action listener. So same thing is given here. So b1 dot add action listener new button listener. So we can write this way also. B1 means button 1. We have defined one button. B1 dot add action listener. Same way we have mentioned here B1 dot add action listener. This means same class is the action listener class. But here in this example, the different we have a different class which is implemented by the action listener. Button listener class. This is user defined class implemented by the action listener. So we have two separate class. So we are writing the object of this button listener class. So we have mentioned here new button listener. Otherwise we will write here this class. If same class is implemented by action listener, then we will write here this this keyword means object of the action listener class. And inside this class we have given here public void action perform action event e. So and we simply we have displayed the message. So the function action perform is same way as we have written here action public void action perform action event ae. So this is compulsory. And action listener listens someone hitting the enter key. So as we have entered, we have pressed on B1 button, B2 button, B3 button. So it will record the hitting of the key. And action listener require this method, action perform method. And we can use or you can use get text to get the text. So sometimes this get text function also be used to record the key. And text listener also be used sometimes. Action listener for during that get text function we can use text listener. So it is same as the action listener. Action listener basically for related for the button, and text listener is related for the key press or text event. So get text is the function which is used in case of the text listener. Listen any kind of the key pressing, and text listener require this method. So in case of the text listener we require public void text value change, and in case of action listener we require action perform function, and in case of text listener we have to use text value change text event e. So the structure of the function is same in all type of the listener. You will see in the next coming lectures the pattern of the event handling almost same in all type of the event, either it is button event or checkbox event or mouse event, window event. So for the different event we have the same pattern of the program. So after practicing on event handling you will find that in the pattern. So this is one more program where we have three buttons in this program. The program of this program, you have seen this program. The next program is the I have given the next program in the same structure, in the same pattern as the previous one. So we have mentioned here import java.awt, import java.awt.event, and import java.applet. So we require all three packages here. Then we have mentioned here class, button demo class, and extend from the applet and implement from action listener. You can see the previous one also, extend from applet and implement from action listener, and the name of class is button 1. And inside this we have three buttons. Here also we have given three buttons, button B1, B2 and B3, and we have one string message, and which is initially blank, and then we are writing here public void init. So you can see the previous program we have public void init function, and then we will define all three buttons. So here also we will define all three buttons. B1 equals to B2 equals to B3 equals to B1 equals to new button yes, new button no, and new button cancel. So we have three buttons yes, no, and cancel. And now we will add three buttons B1, add B1, add B2, add B3. So where we will add these buttons? We will add these buttons on applet, because this button demo class is extended from the applet. So we will write here simply we are writing here add B1. So by default it will be added on applet. And this is also updated on applet. And again we are writing here b1 dot add action listener this we are writing here b1 dot add action listener this, because the same class is the action listener class. button demo is extended implemented from the action listener class. So we are writing here b1 dot add action listener. This means same class, same class. The object of the same class defined inside the object by this keyword. So same class is defined as a action listener. That's why we have written here b1 dot add action listener this. While in this snapshot you can see here b1 dot add action listener, we are giving the object of the different class. So because the different class my button listener is implemented by the action listener. If same class, the NIT function which is having, we have not mentioned here class. Suppose the class, the mentioned class, suppose you mention any class of NIT, then and the class is implemented by action listener, then we will write here this keyword. In that case, we write here this b1 dot add action listener this. So, but we have different class, so we are writing here the object of different class means my button listener class. So new my button listener class. So it means we are defining here object. So this is the two different program, and here we have added the action listener, add action listener, and in case of the mouse event, we will write add mouse listener, mouse motion listener, item listener. In case of the checkbox, we will write add item listener. In case of key event, text listener. So different listener we have been different type of the listener. So accordingly we will use the listener. But in this lecture I am explaining you the button event, only button event, only action listener. I am discussing about only action listener here. So now this is the init function, and now we require one more function that would be public void action perform. As you can see the previous program, the first function is the NIT function in button one class, and the second function is the public void action perform, action event AE. So same way in this program we will have to mention one more program, that is public void action perform action event AE. So first of all we will write here string s equals to AE dot get action command. So we are writing here we are not using here object. In the previous one we have mentioned here object s equals to AE dot get source. So in that case get source will return the object. So object means suppose we have clicked on button 1, then its object is b1. So it will return b1. It will return b1 on s variable, because s is a object type. But here in this program we are using a string variable, we are not using any object. So in case of the object it will return the string of the button which we have pressed. So ae dot get action command, we are writing here a, not we are writing here ae dot get source is not using, we are not using ae dot get source, we are using ae dot get action command. While in the previous program we are using ae dot get source. Ae dot get source will return the object of the button on which we have clicked. While in this one ae dot get action command will return the string. So string, suppose we have pressed on yes button, so its string is yes, yes. So it will return yes. Ae dot get action command will return yes. So yes is copied here in s, and s dot equals s yes. So we are comparing s with yes string. So already we have yes on s variable. So we are comparing it. If both are the same, then message you have pressed on yes variable. Yes. So initially message is blank, and now we have copied this message on message variable. You have pressed yes. Otherwise, if s equals to no, suppose we have pressed no, then get action command will return and no on string variable s. So s dot equals no, so the message will be recorded you have pressed no. Otherwise you have pressed cancel, because the third button is cancel button. This is the third button, yes no cancel. So in case it will it will record this message. And then finally in public action perform, we have a repaint function, and this repaint function will run paint function. Always the paint function will be executed by repaint function. So repaint will execute this paint function, and inside the paint function we are writing here single statement g dot drawstring message. So what message we have, which we have recorded here. Suppose we have pressed on yes, and then message will be you have pressed yes. So this message will be displayed at this 6, 100 coordinate. So x is 6 and y is 100. So at this 6, 100 position, we'll have this message you have pressed yes. So you can execute this program, and when you will execute this program, this will display the same message. So this is very simple program. You have to understand only two things. The program which we will start the action listener program, we have to write extend applet and implement action listener. So we have to notice these two. The first of all, our class should be, it would be extended from the applet as well as implemented from the action listener. And the second thing, we have to write init, and then we have to define 3 buttons, and these buttons will be added on applet. And these buttons, these 3 lines are very important. These 3 buttons should be added with the action listener, add action listener. We have to run this function v1 dot add action listener, add action listener function we have to execute, and this is the argument of action listener. Then we must have to notice that we have to mention this action perform function, otherwise the event handling will not happen, and its argument is action event. And here we will write, either we will use string s equals to a dot get action command, or object, or otherwise we will have to write object s equals to a dot get source. So we can write both. We can write any one of these two statements, and then accordingly we'll write the program, and then we'll write the paint function. So in the previous program we are not using any paint function, we are converting the background here. So there is no need to write here paint function. So this is the program, this is the second program. So you can see some more fact also. So listeners are very important part of this AWT programming. Listeners are interfaces, not classes. So we can implement the class by action listener, and interface is a group of methods that must be supplied. When you say implement, you are promising to supply those methods, means all the method which is defined, path prototype which is defined inside the interface, that will be supplied. And the second thing, we must have to write button as we have defining the button. So button dot add action listener, and then we will write the object of the listener class. So if the different class, then we have to write the object of different class. If the same class, if same class is the listener class, then we have to write here this. And action listener must have an action perform function. So as we have done this function, as we have write the code for this function in the previous program. So action perform, action event e, action event is the argument. So we can write it public void action perform action event e. So this is the function also. So this is program, and this way we can see the button. So when we will click on the button, then it will show this message, because directly when we will click on the button, it will execute action perform function action event e. So it will display this function, status sort status outs will be displayed. So this is, you can see here, as we have clicked on this message is displayed. So it is displayed on the status bar. So status will display on status. Suppose we are displaying on title, then we'll write accordingly we have to change the program. So on the title. So this is the program, and this is again second program of the action listener. And you can also use this action listener. You can also run this program using frame also. So in this program we have been one frame, my frame, suppose class name is the my frame, and extend frame implement action listener, extend frame. So rather than extending from applet, we are extending it from frame. So in the previous one we are extending from the applet, class name extend, public class name extend frame. So here we have applet, and but in this program we are extending from the frame and implementing the action listener. This is same. means implementation is not changed, only this is changed. In place of the applet we are writing here frame. Then we have one button sw, and class myFrame, so its constructor is myFrame. So in the previous program we are not using any constructor because it is applet. In case of applet we use the constructor init. Init function is used as a constructor, but here we have to write here constructor myFrame. The name of class is myFrame, and constructor name will be same as the name of the class. And super means base class constructor. We are running base class constructor, so base class is the frame. So test button will be passed to the frame constructor by with help of the super keyword. We are running the constructor of the frame class, and it will be the title of the frame, and size of the frame is 200 by 200. And sw, this is button object. Sw equals to new button, hello world is the button, and we have to add this button. When we write this add sw, then it will be added on the frame, while in the previous program when we'll add the button b1, add b2, add b3, then they will be added on applet. So this is the difference. And sw dot add action listener, this, so this statement is same. So in case of applet we also use add action listener this, and while in case of the frame we are using this add action listener this. So you can see here b1 dot add action listener this, while in this case sw dot add action listener same, both statement are same. Okay, so now we have been this show function, so we can use this show function also. And this is public void action performed action event o. So this function is also same as the previous one, and inside this we have written here system dot exit. So as we have clicked on this test button, it will display hello world message, and then it will exit from the window. And this way we can use frame as well as we can use applet. And we have not defined here show function, so we can also mention the show function. We can also define the show function. So this is all about the button event. In next lecture I will discuss about other event handling function: mouse event, checkbox event, item listener, mouse listener, mouse motion listener, window listener. So we have different type of the listener, different many different listener. So we'll take one more in next lecture. So in this lecture I have defined you, I have explained you about action listener and button event. So I hope that you understand all these factors of the button listener, sorry, action listener and button event handling. And this is very important when part of this AWT, and you must have to execute these programs, then you will find the output and the real feel of the event handling you will get after running these programs. So thank you very much for listening this lecture. So guys, please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you very much.